Hello everyone, welcome to Endless Trails. This is a Power Wheels Jurassic Park Jeep that I got for my son from Facebook Marketplace. It's got two motors, one motor on the left wheel which is responsible for reverse and slow gear, and another one on the right wheel which is responsible for fast gear. So when the vehicle is in fast gear, both of the motors are running and this car goes at around 5 miles per hour. Now what's happened is the motor in the left wheel is gone. I think 4 or 5 kids sat on this vehicle at the same time, and this poor motor couldn't take it. So now I have to go ahead and fix it. So what are the steps, right? The first step is obviously take off the seats and take off the wheels. So in order to take off the seats, there are these screws here. I'm going to take those off. Then these wheels got to pop off these caps on both sides. After we pop off the cap, there's a bolt that can be removed, and yeah, gonna take that off soon. After disassembly, I've got the original wheel, the original wheel attachment, and the original gearbox and motor. That's my new wheel attachment and new gearbox and motor. Why did I need a new wheel attachment and new gearbox and motor? So I decided to upgrade this vehicle with a gearbox that has metal gears in there, just so that it is stronger. The motor is also stronger than the previous motor. Now the biggest difference between these two gearboxes is the gear shaft. As you can clearly see, the old one has this gear shaft which has these grooves which fit into these notches in this wheel attachment. The new one has this hexagonal shape, and it's gonna fit into this hexagonal wheel attachment. The old wheel attachment simply fits into the original wheel like that. No screw needed, nothing needed. And these grooves fit into these notches by default. With the new stuff, however, this wheel attachment needs to be attached to this wheel, and then the motor will be compatible. So I'm going to show you how to attach this new wheel attachment to this wheel. To fix the wheel attachment onto this wheel, first I need to do is mark the spot for the holes where the screw is gonna go. So I have a marker here. I'm gonna do that right now. Right, now that that's marked, gonna go ahead and drill small holes in there. Best to wear work gloves because this stuff is sharp. So use that small drill bit. Even though the hole needs to be big, we don't need to make a big hole. We're gonna make a small hole with this drill bit, small drill bit, and then our screw will do the rest of the work to make the hole bigger. If we make a big hole already, the screw is not gonna hold well. And since this is plastic, it's gonna be easy to make the hole. So here I got my drill. Now that I have the drill bit affixed, I'm gonna drill the holes. Now we want to attach this piece of plastic to this piece of plastic. Even though I'm going to put some screws on there, it's not going to be a very strong bond. So in order to strengthen this bond and make sure that this doesn't wear out very easily, the best thing to do is use some epoxy before attaching these two together. Um, I'm using JB Weld plastic bonder epoxy, black. This comes in, it's got a black glue and a white glue, not sure. But yeah, it comes with a little cap. I'm gonna take the cap off and pull it out and put some of that out here. I think that much should be enough. gonna put the cap back on and store it immediately in order to make it reusable. They provide a small little stick to do the application, so I'm just gonna use that to mix up the epoxy. Make sure you mix the epoxy well. So here mixing the epoxy. Now that it's mixed up, I'm going to apply it on the attachment. Apply generously. We want the bond to be strong. Use work gloves. Alright. Epoxy has been applied. Alright. That should be the approximate position. Make sure the whole shaft hole lines up too, otherwise you are in a messed up position. So I got these self-tapping screws off of Amazon. Self-tapping screws, they have this little thing. So this is what the self-tapping screw looks like. Oops. This is what the self-tapping screw looks like. It's got this little thing at the bottom which helps it drill into the plastic. So I'm gonna use that to affix these screws into the wheel. The initial hole that we made, that's going to help to make this screw go in much easier. Okay. Right. Okay, so this epoxy, it says that it cures in 15 minutes, but I'm gonna let it be for at least a few hours before I attach it to the car and try to make it run. Also, I still have to attach the new motor to the car, so gonna do that in a bit. Gonna show you in a minute. I finally got these two wires stripped out. That was a really difficult task. Now the next step is to connect the fasten connectors to these wires and then attach it to the motor. Fasten connectors, I got this off of Amazon again. They are different colors for different wire gauge sizes. 10 to 12 is the one that I'm going to use. 10 gauge wire means thicker wire. 22 gauge wire means thinner wire. This is a thick wire, so I'm going to use the yellow ones. I have a crimping tool. Gonna crimp those connectors up in here and then connect it to the motor. So let's see how it goes. Oh. Alright, so both of those have been crimped up. Gonna get the motor. Here I have the motor. So moment of truth. Let's see if it's gonna work or not. I've attached both the motors, and first I'm gonna check the motor which controls the reverse and the small gear. So that's in reverse. Alright. Small gear. Alright. And then now we're gonna see if both of them work together when it is in the big gear. So here we go. That sounds like success. Alright, so that's it. The motors have been installed. Next step is to attach the wheels back and then we're good to go. So it turns out that the axle is about 32 inches, and after this attachment, wheel to wheel, it becomes about 33 inches, because of which I am falling short of 1 inch of axle length to tightly secure the wheel to the car. So I decided that I'm going to try to cut this off a little bit, make it shorter. Maybe that will help with the length issue. So I'm using this Ryobi multi-tool oscillator tool to cut this off. So let's see how that goes. Okay, now that that's off, it looks good. Not a super clean cut, but let's see if now it fits. Success. And that's a wrap. Car is ready to go. Let's check reverse. It goes slow speed forward, high speed forward. All right. I'm sure my kid will be very happy.